Welcome to KREM 2 News at noon. We do begin this afternoon with some breaking news coming from Seattle. Seattle Seahawks Pete Carroll will no longer be the team's head coach. In a statement from the Seahawks, Carroll will now be an advisor with the team. This is a statement released by the team in just about the last 30 minutes. The Seahawks say, quote, his expertise in leadership and building a championship culture will continue as an integral part of our organization moving forward. Carroll has worked with the Seahawks now for 14 years and helped bring the Seahawks their very first Super Bowl title. The Seahawks also pointed to Carroll's record as the winningest coach in team history. Visit our website at KREM.com. We have the very latest on what is a breaking story. Well, just 10 days into the new year and temperatures are starting to fall, and boy, are they going to crash. It is going to get super cold outside. So with all the information is Thomas Patrick standing by.
Yeah, good afternoon, Laura. And that super cold weather is about 24 to 36 hours away. We actually remain just barely above freezing right now, and we still have one more batch of snowfall to get to before the bottom just falls out of these incoming temperatures by this weekend. But let's cover the snowfall because it was coming down pretty good about an hour and a half ago, and the ground is definitely wet. But I just saw the sun peek out from the clouds. It must have found the one hole in the cloud cover overhead to give us just a moment of sunshine, but overall overcast skies, and yes, a few snow showers just drifting through areas kind of right around Spokane County and into Kootenai County as well. There are those temperatures. We're actually standing at 32 right now, and I wouldn't be surprised if we get up to 34 or 35 for today. So all in all, for January standards, you're thinking, okay, that's not too bad. I can manage that. We've had this so far this winter. Well, again, the bottom's going to fall out after we get our next snowfall, which hits tomorrow. This is the Arctic cold front. It's going to move from north to south across the region and be at its heaviest over our southern areas. So the Palouse and most of North Idaho under winter storm watches for tomorrow, as upwards of 6 inches of snow is certainly possible through this Thursday before, here we go, those are single-digit high temperatures. We haven't even been anywhere close to that in terms of the cold so far this winter. So this is a shock to the system that will be here by Friday morning. And yes, low temperatures below zero. And while for Spokane, I got -5 for the low on Saturday morning, you might be surprised to see how cold that goes for North Idaho. I have all the full details of this Arctic blast of weather heading our way in just a few minutes here at noon.
All right, Thomas, thank you, my friend. Shelters in our region are preparing to provide for those in need as those temperatures Thomas was talking about begin to fall throughout the inland Northwest. KREM 2's Brandon T. Jones telling us about the preparations that are now going on.
Well, go ahead and take a look at this. I want you to check this out because right now we're looking at the Shelter Me Spokane website, and what this is a resource that provides a list of all the shelters in our area and how many beds they currently have available. So if you go ahead and take a look at this right now, we have at the top Hope House Women's Shelter. They have 1 bed available. Right below that, you have the Crosswalk Youth Shelter and the House of Charity Shelter, which is actually right there behind us. They are completely full. They've got those red logos right there, but 7 others also have low beds available. They have about 25% of their beds available, and as those temperatures continue to rise, we're gonna see those beds quickly fill up. That cold weather is on its way, and actually we had KREM 2 crews who got a chance to spend their day out here yesterday and check in with some of those shelters about what they're currently seeing. And we were told by the Volunteers of America who help some of these people get into the shelters that doors are open, but beds are usually full. That means by the time the evening rolls around, people have to get redirected to other places or simply and unfortunately find another place to spend the night.
Hope House Shelter especially has been at capacity because of rent. We're seeing the need increase with people not being able to afford their rent. They're on fixed income, their rent increases, and they don't have a safety net.
Also, if we take a look at the largest shelter in Spokane, the Trent Resource and Assistance Center, as of this morning, had 39 beds available out of their 400 in total. So again, with these extreme temperatures on the way, we could see all of those beds potentially filled up by Friday, and that's something we're going to continue to keep an eye on. But for now, reporting in downtown Spokane, Brandon T. Jones, KREM 2 News.
During his final State of the State address, Governor Jay Inslee said the state he believes is stronger than ever.
I am happy to report that we have been, we are, and we will always be the strongest state in the nation. In fact, the state of our state is stronger than ever.
Governor Inslee says the state's economy has grown during his 3 terms, and the state has taken bold steps to advance equity, build more homes, and protect a woman's right to choose. Here's what Republicans are saying.
We have the fewest police officers per capita. We are between number 1 and number 3 for violent crime, property crime, auto theft in the country. 70% of our K-12 students are failing math standards. 50% are failing reading standards.
This year, the governor wants to increase pay for paraprofessionals in schools and get a constitutional amendment to protect abortion rights within the state of Washington. And we are just a few days into the legislative session, and so far lawmakers have unanimously passed a bill to ban marriages for anyone under the age of 18. Child marriage is actually currently still legal in the state of Washington. At this time, only 10 states have actually banned child marriage. State Representative Jim Walsh spoke on the floor in favor of the ban, saying the bill will acknowledge that there are certain decisions children are not capable of making.
We believe there are some elements of life that a child is not capable of entering into or deciding about on his or her own. And we believe that this issue, this marriage, is one of those things.
The bill now heads to the state Senate. Yesterday was the deadline for each political party in Washington to submit their final list of candidates for the state primary. Voters' pamphlets will be mailed out beginning on February 14th, Valentine's Day, and you should have your ballot by February 23rd, which is also the start of the 18-day voting period. March 4th is the deadline to update your voter registration. Your ballot must be submitted by March 12th at 8 p.m.